Upon receiving the mouse, you're going to notice it comes in a beautiful box. It definitely makes the mouse feel more premium. Inside the box, of course, you get the mouse itself. Above that, you do get your wireless dongle. And to the left, you're going to notice there's going to be a velvet bag, which is just nice to have in case you're traveling with the mouse and don't want the mouse to get scratched or have dust on it. Inside the bag, you do get a wireless dongle extender, a charging cable, extra pair of grips, extra pair of skates, and a user manual if this is your first wireless mouse. As for the wireless extender dongle, it is made of aluminum, so it is pretty light and it doesn't have any weight to it or a rubber backing, so it's definitely going to slide across your desk. The sensor on this mouse is also implemented very well. As you can see in front of you, if you know how to read that graph, you can see that the motion sync is really clean on this mouse. It does come really close to the Viper V2 Pro in terms of how clean it actually looks like. And now on to a sound test of all the buttons. In terms of the actual quality of the mouse, I can barely get the mouse to flex or creak at all when I'm pushing pretty hard on the sides. In terms of the actual wobble of the mouse clicks, there's barely any. I can barely get my mouse 1 and 2 to wobble. In terms of pre-travel, there's pretty much none to the pre-travel. There's a slight post-travel to the actual mouse switches, but I think that's just the plastic actually flexing. In terms of the side buttons, there's no really pre-travel or post-travel at all. So in terms of quality, this is a 10 out of 10, as I can pretty much can't get the mouse to flex or creak in any way at all. The software for this mouse that you can download is actually pretty simple, as it's pretty much a direct clone of all the other OEM mouse softwares. It does allow you to change your DPI, your polling rate, and your debounce time, and even allows you to set macros. In front of you now, I'm just showing off the Lamzu versus some other main mice I have on my desk, such as the Viper V2 Pro and the Vaxi XE Wireless. The Lamzu is wider, but the taper in the middle is definitely slimmer on the Lamzu, making it perfect for a claw grip, while the Viper V2 Pro is more suited for a fingertip grip, and the Vaxi XE is also suited more for a claw grip. The closest the hump comes to is the Vaxi XE Wireless. The Vaxi has more of a middle hump, while this has more of a back hump. So if you like to use your palm for support, like dig the mouse back into your palm for support, then this will be a great mouse for you. In my personal testing, this has been a very comfortable mouse that I have really enjoyed using. It's definitely going to remain on my desk alongside the Viper V2 Pro and the brand new Vaxi XE Wireless that I've been testing. In terms of how I performed in games, I performed pretty much at my usual with this mouse. I've noticed flicking on this mouse has been definitely easier for me. Tracking with this mouse, I have been kind of inconsistent with, and I'm not sure why. In terms of recommendations, if you can find this mouse at the retail price, it's a great buy. I would pick this up over something like the brand new Vaxi XM2WE, just because this has higher quality specs in it. It doesn't feature 3370, this has a 3395 with, you get the added benefits of having motion sync. You do get those beautiful Huano blue dot shell switches, and 55 grams, pretty much no side play at all, flexing or anything. It's just for the price that it's going for, it's a pretty good mouse to get. It's pretty hard to beat this mouse. Now I'm just going to briefly talk about Lamzu's first mousepad. Like I said, this is their first introduction into the mousepad market. And for their first mousepad, this is a pretty great purchase. It is $35. It does come with free shipping. And when you first get it, it does come in this nice flat packed box. The stitching on this mousepad is also really consistent and thin. The stitching is underneath the surface, so you won't notice that at all in game. The closest mousepad that people say that this comes close to is a Artisan Raiden. I personally don't have an Artisan Raiden, but from what I've heard, this definitely comes close to it. You do get that amazing low initial friction, and your dynamic friction as well is also super low. The base on this mousepad is a SR base, if I remember correctly. This is pretty much the same base that you will find on something like a GSR. That's the closest thing that it comes close to, in my own opinion. But yeah, for 35 bucks, free shipping, it comes flat packed, amazing quality. I haven't noticed any fraying edges or anything. Super low initial friction. Dynamic friction is super low as well. If you play Apex like I have been doing, this is just a absolutely amazing mousepad to be using. But yeah, in terms of everything, these are both great, amazing products, and I definitely recommend picking these up if you have the chance to. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Peace out. See you in the next one.